Hello everybody, this is me Eric, and I'm here checking out Vindictus. I figured I'd make a few tutorial videos, showing you the ins and outs of the game and all that stuff. Right now I'm going to focus on the village of Colhen and all its grandeur. There's buildings and stuff. Most important of all, these two doggies right here. See, the one on the left I call Salt, the one on the right I call Pepper, because they're little cute little doggies. Anyways, let's focus. The building in the middle is the inn. You go here, and in the story it's kind of like your, I don't know, your adventurer's house. This person is the kind of one of the first people you meet in the tutorial, and you can check your mail here. Not a lot. There's some kind of strange traveler or something, but I haven't figured out what they do. A lot of the stuff is unlocked as you go through the story, so don't fear if someone mentions something that you don't have. That first dungeon called Perilous Ruins is pretty much one big tutorial, and as you level you actually unlock more stuff for the village you can actually do. So the first place after that we'll go is the Mercenary Outpost, and the Mercenary Outpost has a bunch of good stuff. For one, it's kind of like the base for the organization that you join in the game. A lot of people to give you quests. More importantly, though, it's where you get skill books, and you can learn about skill training and stuff like that. Skill books are things that you buy to increase. A lot of them are passive proficiencies, like sword mastery. Twin sword mastery gets me pretty much lighter weapons, so I can carry more stuff. Very important to be careful what you're carrying, and also more damage for my swords, and a bunch of other stuff. Some of them are actually skills that get unlocked and stuff like that. The next thing is skill training. So you can do this where, so far, at least in the village, I haven't ever tried it while I'm on a dungeon run, but here and in the village you can skill train, and you'll see whenever you buy a skill or are given one through quests, it starts out as rank F, and then you can actually click one to train. And the big thing to know is that once you start training an ability, you can't switch it until you've actually ranked it up. Okay, so right now I'm in the middle of Smash 1,000 Needles, which is a very important skill for Lon, and it's one of his high attack skills. So I'm in the middle of training that to the next rank, and how it works is I can just put some points in here. I have 2 points right now, so I'm just going to put the maximum amount of points I can get. Now I got 60 points. Pretty easy. There's a skill that you get through the story called Meditation right here, and this is really important because this is it's kind of like an offline leveling system when it comes to AP. And you earn AP by going and adventuring and stuff like that. You earn a little bit every time you, kill stuff, normal. But with meditation, every set amount of time, as you rank this up, that set amount becomes lower and lower, you get 1 point. So if I go away for a while, whether I'm logged in or logged off, I'll be earning those points. So after I come back, there's usually a good chunk that I can just put towards it. The big thing to know is, as you can see, the AP, it says 0 out of 100. It maxes out at 100. So before you leave for the evening, make sure to spend all your points, because if you don't come back for a while, it will hit that hard limit of 100, and you won't be making any points. You got to be as efficient as possible. You got to, it's very, very important. So that's really an important place. Next, we're going to show you some of the shops. So there's the Traveler Shop right here. I won't go into these, but each one of these shops sells some kind of provision, and then also crafts something. So this one crafts, I think, light armor, and gives you some, revival stuff. The Magic Shop, I think, enchants things, creates magical items, sells some of them. Over here is the general store. It's got some bread and some wine on there on the logo, so it sells some more stuff, but also you can craft cloth items, and I think some special consumables like wine and some stuff that does some weird stuff. Over here is the forge, and of course they're going to do the heavier armor, and they do the weapons for you. allow you to buy supplies. Crafting in this game, like I said, as you level up, you're not really learning stuff yourself. The people of the village will learn more stuff, and it's very much a set-based game where you're constantly collecting sets of armor. Like right now, I have the Crimson, I think it's the Crimson Rage set, and it was from, if you've seen the E3 videos, you know that there's this nasty red gnoll chieftain that you fight, and if you kick his butt enough, you get to make his body into armor. So that seems about right? Yes. I got a little tail too, and move around. And oh, look at that chicken! Look at him! He's a chicken. He's strutting his stuff. Maybe he's a rooster. No, he's a chicken. Look at him, strutting with him. Yeah. Anyways, okay. Next, right here, the marketplace. More cute animals. There's a piggy, and the marketplace is an auction house. And before the early open beta, they didn't have a marketplace. So the scary thing was that to collect all of these pieces, because you generally get, special items from bosses, or you have to farm pieces of leather or something from drops from enemies. It was going to be a bit hard because some of that stuff is rare, and you have to run these dungeons several times to get it. Well, with the marketplace, you've got a forum to place your items for sale that you don't need, all of that stuff that an auction house does. So it's way easier to grab some of these items without actually, farming them yourself. Very important thing, I think, for an MMO. So we covered all of these areas. Now we'll go over here to the dock. So the dock is where you get your fights on. And you're going to see that there are several boats. Each one is tied to a different zone. Right now, this zone, which is the Perilous Ruins, and this zone over here are the ones that are open. Okay? And that's if you've seen some of the videos for the ice area, that's what this area is. And this is a banner showing, looks like 6 pictures, so at least 6 zones are what we're hopefully going to get when this fully releases. When I go over here to the sign, what it actually loads is kind of just like a suggested party, because you can have up to 4 people, and this is pretty much someone sitting on a boat waiting for other people to come in and play with them. And here are other ones. I can choose whatever difficulty, and it'll populate suggestions. Nobody trying out hard mode. And then I can click launch, and I can actually make my own. And I'll get into all this stuff later, but pretty much I can click on any of these, and I can choose any of the extra stuff, investigate what I'm still missing, and filling out all the extras you can collect in the game. So I can just back out of here. And you can, kind of do it the old-fashioned way and spam right here, collect a certain amount of people, and then run and get on the boat later. So I think that's a good bit to cover right now, and I'll be covering more about combat and other things like that later. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Goodbye.